Good morning, detailing gods. It is Martin Luther King birthday, man. I have a dream too. I have a dream that you're going to start your auto detailing business, your whatever kind of business you're trying to start, man. And call me for a website. 919-972-8063. And if you hear my voice trembling, it's because it's 3 o'clock. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I am standing outside because today I got to go out and do a couple monster trucks, right? It's going to be cold today. But the coldest it's going to be today is right now. So, as a warrior, I'm going to go ahead and take this pain. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and go ahead, because that's what boxers do. Go ahead and punch me in the stomach like 1,000 times. Boom, 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 boom. Let me go ahead and give me the best you got right now. Because if I can avoid this, if I can handle this, because it's hard, bro. If I can handle this, I'm good. I'm good. And I ain't got on a whole bunch of clothes either. I got on a t-shirt, a hoodie, and some sweatpants. And some Gucci slippers. Anyway, I know people are feeling it. How the economy is kind of like seizing up, right? But in certain cities, I know it's seizing up because I'll talk to cats from like different spots and they're like, "Yo, Prince, this is like, woo, boy, it's cold out here." Woo. You say that's what warriors do. That's what crazy people do too. Crazy people, but still the same. Anyway, in times like this, instead of going out, you go in. And this is where I'm coming from. Thy word have I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee. All right? Thy word have I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee. The word is the law. The sin is when you break the law. You can break the law by the things that you say, right? So God wants you blessed and prosperous in whatever kind of business that you're in. Whether you're a DJ or whether you're, a rapper or you do lawn care or you do X, Y, whatever you do, right? God wants you blessed no matter what, right? And the thing is, there's the story like of Job. If you're familiar with it, basically, the devil was testing Job. All right, and all he had to do was get Job to say, "I curse God." That's all he had to do. I take that back. Cross it out. Boom. That's what he said. That's all he had to get him to say. But he never said it, right? Anyway, to make a long story short, my accent coming out. Long story short. His wife died, all his children died, his business crumbled, everything was done with my man. He was through. And he would not curse God. Even his wife told him, "Won't you curse God and die?" His wife told him that, right? The person he loved. Right? And sometimes people who you love, when you're going through a hard time, people who you love be like, "Just quit your business, dude, and go get a daggone job." Right? But that's right before the blessing, bro. Right before the blessing. There's construction going on all around you. These two guys, these monster trucks I'm going to do, these are construction workers. I know I uploaded that joint with the construction worker joint, and the sound was like, the sound was fucked up. I know. The sound was messed up, but I can see if I can do that back over again when I get time. All right? But for right now, I just want to go into these laws. All right, so you have to meditate in these laws day and night. All right, so like in times when you are slow, if you don't have anything going on, right? It's time for you to connect with people. There's one like you can get Dunkin' Donuts connected with like a lot of different gas stations, and now you got boom, you can get donuts and gas, boom. So connect with other guys. One thing is like me and Styles were talking about this yesterday, and I'm gonna upload that joint too. I ain't gonna even go into it. Connect with other guys, and if you want to hear about that. It's like we like Styles. We talking about connecting with DJs where you get shout outs, connecting with. So you want to check out that podcast when I upload that joint. Anyway, you go in. So one reason you go in is because this universe is controlled by laws, regardless of what's going on in the government. This universe is still controlled by laws, and what God has for you is for you, and there's nothing that can stop it. Your word will return back unto you. And I know you've experienced where entrepreneurs, I got to move around a little bit because I am getting cold. I know you experience with entrepreneurs where, you know, a phone call might come in from out of nowhere and then bam, all this money just like drop in your lap. Bam, oh man, this is incredible. Right? Where did that come from? Right? Where did it come from? Did you even ask? You just accepted the money and just kept going? Right? And then if you find out, if you actually look down the rabbit hole and how many different transactions had to happen for this particular moment to happen in your life, what caused it? Right? So you go within. So within yourself, if you understand the laws, I'm gonna break down one law. One law is I got to go through the Hermetical principles one day too, but one law is a very simple law, right? It's actually not a law. It's a statute under the law of reaping and sowing. A statute under the law of reaping and sowing. And it's called the vacuum law. All right? The vacuum law says that all space must be occupied at all times. All right? Now, the way to use this law in your business is, or in your life, let's just go in your life. Make it real simple. In your life is you make space for it. You make space for your good. One example is, I don't suggest you do this. This was kind of like dumb, but I did it. All right, so it was a time right after my empire collapsed, right? My empire collapsed, and my bed, me and my wife was sleeping on, was like destroying my back, bro. It was the roughest bed I ever slept on in my life, right? And I was like, I got to get rid of this bed. I'd rather sleep on the floor, right? I'd rather sleep on the floor than sleep in this bed. So I got rid of the bed, right? So this is big space in my bedroom, right? So of course we went looking for beds, but it took a while, right? It took a while for me to find the right bed because again, my empire collapsed. So my cash flow is kind of like seized, right? But when we finally got a bed, we got what we could afford. And it was nice. And we slept on it for about 3 weeks, and that joint started hurting my back because it was cheap. It was cheap, right? And then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna keep dealing with this, right? Start pumping out work, just to get a bed, bro. Right? Just pumping out work just to get a bed. And the law basically like this. All right, let me break this down. Now I sleep now I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to bring the story to it. I sleep in a king size bed, right? And it's so comfortable. It's like sleeping on a freaking cloud, bro. Right? The law field, if you don't use the law correctly. All right, so I got a bed. Even though I use the law of vacuum, I got a bed, but the bed was like pretty much no more better than the one I already had, because I didn't have the desire in my spot and the desire in place, right? But once I got the desire in place, then the bed was there. I hope I make sense. Let me see if I can break it down a little bit more finer. If someone is in your life that is draining energy from you, get them out your life. If you get them out your life, then the person who can come into your life to help you can be there, right? That's how it works. But you got to know what you want. If not, you'll keep getting the same results. That's how you use the law. Hope I said something to bless you. Go out and make much, much money today. Prince, Beast Mode Marketing.